All right, everybody, welcome back. We're going to be starting up the meta competitive PvP team night, which will be Fridays at 5 p.m. Pacific, maybe 6. We'll have to determine it. I think 5 p.m. sounds good. I think we talked about 6 last night, but I think 5 p.m. is pretty good. I think we could get into that tournament there at that time. We'll have to see. How we're going to run it is the main team will be people that absolutely know they can come on and be on at that time. And we want to field the best players possible for what we have going on. If you're not on the first team, no big deal. You're going to be an alternate. If we need someone and you're on, then we're gonna say, okay, you're gonna be playing this based on what you know. We're playing it based on the position, right? So I'm playing support DPS, which is a core guard. We need a team fight DPS / home point duelist. We have a teamfight DPS / roamer, which is Prophet on Willbender, and Farpoint Duelist, which is Rain on a DH, or once he learns Untamed, it'll be Untamed. Most likely, depending on what he's most comfortable on. Right now, he's most comfortable on DH. And we need a dedicated roamer to cut down map. We can get around the map super quick. So we need everybody kind of to sign on, those that wish to do it, sign on for a specific role. That way, let's say if I can't be on, you guys could just slide right into that support DPS role. If Prophet can't be on, we can slide right into that teamfight DPS / roamer role, and vice versa for the Farpoint Duelist. We just need to have the alternates and main players in each of these so that we can field a 5-person team on Fridays. Now, that will push our freaking random profession and specialization to most likely Thursdays. All right, so that'll be Thursday nights. Now, I won't be here this week, Thursday or Friday. That is the week of the 29th. So on the 27th and 28th, I won't be here this week. And so we can, let's say, so maybe start this next week, or we can get it lined up and get it going for this Friday, and then we'll have all the alternates and everything. So please get a hold of me on Discord or in game, and send me a message in game, or send me a DM on Discord and saying, hey, I'd like to be here. I can definitely make it. Or, hey, I'd like to be an alternate. My life's really freaking kind of up in the air, or whatever's going on, I'd like to be an alternate, and we'll assign you based on what I know you can play. Probably the most important roles in this is we got the teamfight DPS. Actually, all four. There's 4 really important roles. The support DPS is kind of one of those deals. You have to run some damage with some support. It's not entirely important to the team, but it works very well. The most important ones are the teamfight DPS home point duelist, the Farpoint Duelist, the roamer, and the teamfight DPS roamer, in that order. We gotta keep our. It's almost a 1-3-1 split in the beginning, or it can be, and then we play it cautiously like that. But we'll go over more of that when we get our team going. We'll talk about strategy, tactics, stuff like that. And this may change. This is just something off the top of my head that the basis that what we're going to need, and we're going to be playing it by the position. And if your chosen profession can play the position and do it really well, we're not going to ask you to jump on something that maybe you're unfamiliar with, have to learn how to play. If you can show that it can play that position very effectively, so that's why we got the Willbender. It's that teamfight DPS / roamer. It's that dual mode. If you're playing a roamer, a thief, or some sort of mesmer or something like that, can get around the map really quick. Maybe a ranger that can get around the map really fast. Then great. But if you have to prove that basically your guardian tree class can get around the map as effectively as the main type roamer profession. So just keep that in mind when we're doing it. But we're just kind of feeling out, see if we can get, you know, fillers for in here. And if we can get a good teams rolling to where even if like I'm not on, but we have other players that can play that support DPS role, like on a Tempest, that's a great support DPS, can do the damage, can do the healing. The core guard that I run can do the damage, can do the healing. Has some movement mitigation, lockdown and stuff like that for the main DPSs that are coming in to put some hurt on the opposing players. We have to be ready to do that. And the only way we can get this going is if we have everybody lined out to where, okay, when you're on, this is what you play. If you can't be on, this is what your alternate's going to play. And if we try not to, like, you know, go, oh, well, I'm on, but let's say Prophet's not on, I can run Teamfight DPS Roamer on that Willbender, and then, you know, moving someone else into the support DPS role. I'd rather not do that, but it's an option when we get in there. So it's trying to keep people on in their respective roles as much as possible. But if we have to flip flop around, we'll do that. We'll move the home point duelists and support DPSs and teamfight DPS roamers depending on who's on. But we need to get everybody kind of locked into where you're gonna run, and then we'll look at the builds, and you may have to run a build you're not comfortable with. You know, even if it's on your chosen class, if the build you're running just isn't fitting with what we're trying to do, you're gonna have to run something that is trying to accomplish what we're trying to do here, which is win games and kill people. So that's what we're trying to do. If you think you can be that character for a team fight DPS home point duelist type player, then that's what if you are a home point duelist team fight DPS, you don't cross midline. You're our back door. So if the rest of the team is pushed hard on that far side, as that home point duelist, your job is to stay back and be that net, be that catch-all. That if they're trying to push out and around, you're there doing the backdoor duty. So yeah, we'll talk more, like I said, when we get the team put together and the alternates all on and where we can talk to everybody. But this is what we got going on. So let me know what you guys think, and let's go get it.